First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now Etienne. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
27 yards there, a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Albert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Now Jones. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Throwing, Jones. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down and 7. Back to throw. Jones getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields steps away. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. Here's a diving catch right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Harris is in for a Lions touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. You can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Off play action. Jones. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best multitasker in the business, the coach. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. Complete. Smith has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. Throwing again on second down. Jones. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Jones. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. D.D. Westbrook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One play action. Fields. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
running out of the gun with ETN. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Flushed out right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 127 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Throwing after the interception, Fields. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone. But it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 145 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And some room to work. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions 18. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota,